Now we are going to revise nouns. What is a noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. You are studying this definition for years now, so I suppose you know what is a noun. Kinds of noun. How many kinds of nouns are there? Proper noun, common noun, abstract noun and collective noun. Proper noun, common noun, abstract noun and collective noun. What is a proper noun? A noun which names a particular person, place or thing is called a proper noun. Mahatma Gandhi, Taj Mahal, India, Jaipur, the Hindustan Times, all these are proper nouns because these are particular names of a person, place or thing. Then common noun. A noun that gives a common name. It is not talking about any particular name. A noun that gives a common name to persons, places or things of the same kind is called common noun. For example, book, pen, rubber, animal, city, all these are common nouns because they are not taking the names of any particular person or thing. Now, I am reading some example sentences of common noun. It is a long river. The name of the river is not mentioned here. So, river is a common noun. If you write Ganga is a long river, then Ganga is proper noun, river is common noun. And remember children, in any sentence, it is quite possible that there can be more than one nouns. So, if you are asked to identify the nouns and write the kinds of nouns in a particular sentence, then you will have to read the sentence very carefully. There can be only one noun in that sentence or there can be more than one also. So, you have to be very careful. Then abstract nouns. An abstract noun is the name of some state, quality, feeling or an idea. You can feel it but you can't touch or see it. A simpler way to understand abstract noun means abstract noun is that noun which you can feel, which you can't see or touch. For example, happiness, sadness, honesty. You can't see them, you can't touch them, you can feel them. Okay, so such nouns are called abstract nouns. Examples are heat, beauty, wisdom, truth, love, anger, depth. All these are abstract nouns. Then another category, collective nouns. A collective noun is the name of a collection of persons or things. When we talk about a collection of persons or things and they are spoken together, they are taken as one whole, then it is called a collective noun. For example, a bouquet of flowers. There can be 15-20 flowers, but if you make a bouquet, that means you are talking about now one collective thing. That is going to be called as a collective noun. Bouquet of flowers will be a collective noun. Similarly, a bunch of keys, isn't it? Then a pack of dogs. All these are collective nouns. Now I am reading some more example sentences for you. Rahul is the captain of the team. Rahul is the captain of the team. Mr. Reddy owns a fleet of luxury cars. Now such sentences have more than one nouns. Then I am reading one exercise for you in which the abstract nouns have to be filled in the blanks. We get useful dash from books. The word is know, K-N-O-W. Know will become knowledge. We get useful knowledge from books. Everybody burst into dash at his funny joke. The word is laugh. Laugh will become laughter. Everybody burst into laughter at his funny joke. The dash of a colorful bird excited the child. The word is see. See will become sight. The sight of a colorful bird excited the child. One should take dash as a stepping stone to dash. In one blank you have to write the abstract noun for fail, and in another you have to write the abstract noun for succeed. Fail will become failure, succeed will become success. So what is going to be the correct answer? One should take failure as a stepping stone to success. His dash is his greatest dash. In one blank you have to write the abstract noun for confident, and in another blank you have to write for strong. So confident will become confidence, strong will become strength. His confidence is his greatest strength. Now I am reading a list of collective nouns for you. Maybe some of you know many, so pay attention and listen, because there is no end to revising grammar, children. The more you come across the new exercises which you do, the more you will learn. So you need to do lot of practice in grammar so that you can get good marks. Now listen to the collective nouns. An army of soldiers. An army of soldiers. A bunch of keys. Bunch of grapes. Bunch of flowers is also said, but more commonly we say a bouquet of flowers. A bunch of bananas. For all these we use bunch. Bunch of keys, bunch of grapes, bunch of flowers, bunch of bananas. A bundle of sticks. A bundle of sticks. A crowd or mob of people. Crowd of people or mob of people. Mob is what? Angry crowd. If the crowd of people becomes an angry crowd of people, then it is called a mob. A flock of sheep or a flock of birds. A library of books. An orchard of fruit trees. An orchard of fruit trees. A pair of shoes. A suite of rooms. A team of players. A bouquet of flowers. A crew of sailors. A fleet of ships or cars. A fleet of ships or a fleet of cars. A herd of cattle, H-E-R-D, not H-E-A-R-D, H-E-R-D, herd. A herd of cattle or a herd of deer. A litter of puppies. A pack of wolves or a pack of dogs or a pack of cards. For all these three you use pack. A pack of wolves, a pack of dogs or a pack of cards. A shoal of fish. A shoal of fish. A swarm of bees. A swarm of bees. So these are some collective nouns. Now what you should do is that you should see more exercises on articles, nouns, sentence and adjectives. Try to search class 7 standard exercises on the internet and you will get a variety of sentences for practice. The more you will practice, the more you will benefit. Now let us quickly brush up what we did today in the sentence and then quickly about the noun. In the sentence we have seen that if a group of words make complete sense, they have a full stop at the end or a question mark or an exclamation mark, they begin with a capital letter and they have a verb in them, then it is called a sentence. How many types of sentences are there? There are 4 types of sentences. First is declarative or assertive sentence. Second, interrogative sentence. third imperative sentence, and fourth is exclamatory sentence. A declarative sentence is also called assertive sentence. It declares something, it states something, and it is further divided into two categories: affirmative, that is positive, and negative. Affirmative means it does not have the word not. It will give you some piece of information. It is going to be a positive sentence. How you can change any sentence into a negative sentence? By adding the word no or not. Simply by adding no or not, you can change any affirmative sentence into a negative sentence. This is my book. This is affirmative sentence. This is not my book. This is a negative sentence. The dress is pretty. It is affirmative sentence. The dress is not pretty. This is a negative sentence. Then second category we have studied is interrogative sentences. Very simple to understand. They ask a question. They begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. Always. If you have forgotten to put a question mark in interrogative sentences, children, then you will lose marks for that. So please remember, proper punctuation marks are very important. Third category is the imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those sentences which have either a command in the sentence or a request or an advice. If you see either a command or a request or an advice in the sentence, that means it is imperative sentence. Then last was exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences which express a sudden desire or feeling. They end with an exclamation mark. The feeling can be a sad feeling or a happy feeling. Then we studied about nouns. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. There are four kinds of nouns: proper noun, common noun, collective noun and abstract noun. A proper noun specifies the name of a particular person or thing or place. The name of a particular person, place or thing is told, then only it is a proper noun. Ramesh is a tall boy. Ramesh is proper noun because it is the name of a person. Boy is common noun. The Taj Mahal is a wonder of the world. The Taj Mahal is a proper noun because it is the name of a particular building. So if you see the name of any particular person, place or thing in a sentence, it is going to be a proper noun. Common noun, it talks about a common, it gives a common name to person, place or thing, and it is not going to specify any particular name. For example, the teacher is in the class. Now the name of the teacher is not mentioned. So the teacher is going to be a common noun in this sentence. Then abstract noun. Abstract noun expresses abstract feelings. That means something which you can feel, which you can't see or touch. Example: beauty, wisdom, anger, love, height, depth. All these words come under the category of abstract nouns. Then collective nouns, they name a collection of persons or things which are talked about together and they are spoken as one whole. It can be more than one thing, but when we talk about them together, we place them together, we talk about them as one whole. Then it is called collective noun. Like army of soldiers. Army shows it is collective noun. Bunch of keys. Bunch shows it is a collective noun. Pack of dogs. There can be many dogs, but when we talk about all the dogs as one group, then it is called a pack of dogs. Fleet of ships. There can be 10 ships, but when we talk about them as a collection of ships, then we give the name fleet. So such are the four kinds of nouns. Now it's your task, children. keep on practicing, and if you have to inquire anything, suppose you get stuck up in any sentence, you are not able to decide what kind of noun it is, what kind of adjective it is, then you can always ask me on my WhatsApp number. Just give me a message and I will answer to your questions. Thank you. Have a nice day.